Now, have you ever watched something that has truly broken your heart? That has, after consuming this piece of media, you sat there and stared at the wall for an hour. You listen to the soundtrack. You go home. You think of nothing but what you just watched. It's traumatized you. There's nothing you can do. It's ruined your day. It's ruined your week. It's broken your heart. You are truly traumatized. And when you listen to a specific song from the specific media, you lose all hope of reality. And you just crash out. That is Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It was the first anime I ever watched, and it was a gateway drug for me. I'm not joking. As soon as I finished watching this show, I think 2 days later, I bought the game and started playing Cyberpunk. Afterwards, I proceeded to sink over 100 hours into Cyberpunk, beat the game, and it is now one of my favorite games of all time. It could be my favorite game of all time. At the moment, it seems like Persona 5 is going to be my favorite game of all time. But you know what? At the moment, Cyberpunk is still my favorite game of all time. And none of this would have been possible, this channel included, without Cyberpunk Edgerunners, the first anime I ever watched, the first gateway drug I ever consumed, and the show that traumatized me to this day. Even thinking about it now, just thinking back, is wild. I mean, watch it if you want, I guess, or recommend it to somebody you don't like, because it'll probably traumatize them anyways. Anyway, say I'll be struggling to draw Lucy from Cyberpunk. I woke up this morning and I felt nothing but pain, so I decided that I wanted to draw Lucy from Cyberpunk and relive my traumas of watching Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you know, you know. I started this show thinking, it's only 10 episodes. How bad can it be? Oh no, it's only going to be 5 hours. The episodes are only 20 minutes apiece. It can't be that bad. It can't be that sad. It's not going to break my heart. I'm not going to care about the characters. It's only 10 episodes. 10 episodes later, I think I binged that in one day. I started that with the intention of watching one episode. 10 episodes later, 5 episodes later, I'm sitting there in my room at 9 o'clock. I don't even think I studied that day. I was supposed to watch this in the back room while I studied. I was hooked. Oh my god, it was an experience. I wouldn't call it incredible, because I'm still hurt by this show, but it was definitely an experience, and it was an unforgettable experience. Wow. So I go into my rough sketch of Lucy, and I'm just really sketching out her basic features. In this specific look, she has in this specific reference, she has like a seductive look. I think this is when she first meets David Martinez, and she kind of looks at him with those eyes. She has that like wild, free aura to her, where David kind of grew up. I mean, he grew up poor. He grew up in a very standardized conditions where he just goes to school, he studies, he does whatever he does, and then he meets Lucy, and she's wild and free and shows him a world he didn't know existed. So this is the kind of energy I wanted to pull when I was coming up with this drawing specifically, and I really tried to encapsulate that in her. As you'll notice as I go on, based off the reference, there's a lot more details in the lower half, I guess from her neck down into the details of her net running suit and etc. I decided to ignore that, most of those intricate details for the sake of time and for the sake of me just working on the sketch. And then I put the bulk of my effort into her eyes, into her face, into her hair, which I thought were the focal point of this. Like I said, this channel is things that I suck at, and I suck at drawing. So it's self-explanatory. It's not going to be, it's no Leonardo da Vinci work. This is just me on a weekend on my drawing tablet, butchering a anime and working on my past trauma of watching Cyberpunk Edgerunners for the first time. If I had my memory wiped, I would go back and rewatch this for the first time. It made me feel things I couldn't comprehend that I could feel. I've never, to this day, I don't know, this is not brag. I've never really cried watching a show. I'm not a crier. It's just not my personality. But this show got me close. This is the closest I've ever gotten to Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Cyberpunk Edgerunners and Your Lie in April both got me real close. I never cracked, but it got me close. So that was I guess that just shows how impactful this was to me. I guess as I'm going through the line art, I'm just really making sure that all of my details are filled in correctly. Not filled in, but all the details are relatively accurate, and I'm happy where things sit, so I can go on with my shading and my shadows, which I just go on with my I guess, values. So I start cell shading that kind of stuff. The bucket tool is the GOAT. Seriously, the bucket tool is incredible. The bucket tool saves me so much time, so I can really focus more on my sketch and my line art, which are the foundations of my drawing. I find that when I spend a little more time on my foundations and quotations, like my line work and my sketching, really making sure I tighten those aspects up and I get a very good product, I noticed that I can afford to spend a little less time rendering in quotations, or I guess putting my values in, because the foundation is really what matters. And then the shadows and etc. just add dimensionality to it. That was one thing I noticed personally. So going into I really wanted to focus on the eyes next. So one thing that irritated me when I was doing this was the pupils. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out the pupils on this drawing. And I think I just ended up giving it midway through. I just was like, well, the pupils will never be perfect. So I think I'll just put like small little reflections, those little white thing reflections, and I'll call it good enough. And then after that, I really went and put the rest of my values in. After that, I really just put the rest of my values in, and then that was pretty much for the drawing. There wasn't too much shadows or crazy intricate things, since the light source was coming from, I guess, the back of her head. So all of the major light sources and shadows, it's pretty an illuminated picture in my opinion. I could just be talking out of nothing. Like I said, I'm not a professional. This is things that I suck at. I'm totally not satisfied. I'm not 100% satisfied with the eyes at the same time, but I'm also not angry at this portrait. Like, I think I did an okay job with the face shape. The neck could be a little bit better, but overall I'm not angry with this. I think the shadows and whatnot really helped to add dimensionality, like I said earlier, and really helped to put this piece together. So I don't know. I'm more angry with myself for watching I'm not angry with myself for watching Cyberpunk. It was pivotal. I'm angry at the ending, man. I'm still salty about the ending. I'm still really salty about the ending. But this is another episode or video of things that I suck at. I hope you guys enjoyed me yap about Cyberpunk while I struggle to draw Lucy. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.
The skyscrapers fall.